Hey guys, it's your girl Mary, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, I know it's been probably over
3 years since I last posted.
weight loss content on here, and I know it's quite embarrassing to even say that I'm back because who knows when the next video will actually appear. But guys, I'm trying to be honest and be more consistent. So yeah, I'm just going to be posting on here and just see what happens, see where it takes me. But I've just had such an experience with losing weight. So many tips, so many sad experiences and stories to tell you. And I think it's just time I just do it instead of like constantly saying I'm going to do it. But, anyways, this video is going to be a video about life after losing weight. And this is as someone who's lost over 40 kgs so far. And I'm still on my journey. But let me tell you just the things that have happened to me and things that you can also expect when you start losing weight. So I have this all on my iPad, and I think the first thing about losing weight, which I think is quite obvious, is that clothes fit you better. And when I say better, I mean like you're able to actually see your physical features in a way you probably wouldn't have expected it to be so drastic. So for me, when I lost 40 kgs and I started wearing like tighter fitted clothes, I could actually see my waist and just like my physique so much better. And for me, that is honestly to this day probably one of my most incredible experiences throughout this journey. Like just being able to see what your body actually looks like without the extra fat is truly amazing. And I think anyone who does start their journey, that's probably going to be something they're going to be looking forward to the most. I know for most people, losing the stomach fat is probably the hardest thing. And I promise you, when you do lose the weight, you're never going to want to look back because everything just, it fits nicer, you feel more comfortable. And yeah, just wait on it. Okay, so I think the second thing about losing weight is that people are nice. People are actually a bit too nice that sometimes I think, is this an act? Because as someone who was, 282 pounds, I'm not going to lie and say people were outright rude and mean to me. Like, I wouldn't go that far because, in general, I just try to be a nice person. And I think sometimes when you're a nice person, you can just kind of get away with it, as in, like, people aren't openly rude to you. Like, they might be trying bullshit behind your back, which they probably are. Let's be real. Most people, try and act like they're nice to big people, to fat people, when deep inside they know what they be saying about them behind their back. Now that I've lost the weight, people are just so nice. Like, they actually look me in the eyes. They are more interested in the things I have to say. And I guess, yeah, they just honestly want to get to know me like as a person. And I feel like I don't have to put on this act like I'm some. Actually, let me not lie, I'm a funny person. Like, my whole family, my friends, they all say this, that I'm absolutely hilarious. So I don't think that's like an act, but I know that people try and say, oh, when you're fat, you have to like overcompensate and be funny, be the funny fat friend just to get by and like to not have people shit on you constantly. But I will definitely say, when you lose weight, you don't need to do anything. You literally can just exist as you are and not have to deal with so much hatred, so much bullshit, so much bullying. Like, people are just normal, which is actually quite scary because why can't people just be normal? We'll never know. People are weirdos and have no lives. But anyways, that's the one thing. Anyone who's starting their journey, be prepared for that. The switch up is too real and it's not cute, because I just wish people could just be real with themselves and just be honest about how they truly feel about you instead of making it seem like they like you. And then when you lose weight, you realize, wow, okay, you didn't actually like me like that. Yeah. Okay, so another thing about life after weight loss is that things that you found difficult to do when you were fat becomes 99% easier when you lose the weight. So for me, climbing upstairs, I could probably climb up 10 flights of stairs and I'd still be okay. But when I was fat, just climbing up just a normal flight of stairs, maybe just to the first floor, it honestly felt like I was about to like pass out. Like, my heart was just overcompensating and it was just too painful to do constantly. So I think that's definitely one of my favorite things about losing weight, is that you just don't have to constantly feel like you can't breathe when climbing upstairs. I truly do appreciate that because I didn't honestly realize just how much of a difference it would be. But yeah, that's definitely something to expect. Another thing I would say about life after weight loss is just the confidence you exude. And I'm not even going to say like I wasn't a confident person when I was big, because anyone who's been on my channel for long would know that I used to dance to K-pop in public, busy places at like what, 280 pounds, like even at my heaviest. Like I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care, because why should I? Like dancing, was something I still enjoyed doing and I loved doing it. And I just feel like if you are someone trying to lose weight, don't ever stop yourself from doing the things you love to do now just because you feel like, oh, people are going to laugh at me. People are going to think I'm embarrassing. I'm not going to say you can't have those thoughts, because I know I definitely did. But what I will say is that at the end of the day, this is your life. This is your story. And you don't want to have that regret that you didn't actually live the life you really wanted to live because you kept on thinking what people would think about you. At the end of the day, even now that I've lost weight, I will tell you this for free, no one cares. Like, most people try and chat and say things to make you feel insecure, because deep inside, they are the insecure ones. And I feel like it doesn't just stop when you lose weight. Like, I will tell you for free, yes, I'm confident and I feel like I can continue saying things that I've always thought, or like just have my opinions, and like people can't try and convince me otherwise. Like, I am just the way I am, even now. But what I will say is that when you lose the weight, all of a sudden you're allowed to have opinions that might not be what most people think. But if you're fat, it's like they'll tell you, you can't have that opinion, you're fat. Like, pick a struggle. And I think that's something that just completely irritates me, because at the end of the day, if I have the same opinion, why is it okay that my opinion is fine because I look a certain way, but when I was fat, it's like I shouldn't have an opinion? Yeah, guys, weight loss, it's honestly just laughable, because I truly used to watch videos of people that lost like over 100 pounds, and they'd be like, oh my gosh, life after weight loss is not easy. Like, this happens to you, this happens to you. And I promise you guys, I like had it drilled in my brain that, okay, this is something I should expect. But when it actually happens to you, like in the real world, it's not something you can plan or prepare for. But what I will say is that honest with yourself, and you don't let the weight loss turn you into someone you're not. That's all that's going to matter. And I think for me, I'm just grateful that the weight loss didn't get into my head, where I started being mean to people that are fat and being mean to people who literally looked like me at the start of my journey. The only thing I knew once I lost the weight was that I want to help people who actually want to lose weight know that they can do it. Because I know for a fact, when I used to watch videos, oh, how I lost 100 pounds, how I lost 50 pounds, I used to think, damn, like, they literally looked like me at one point. If they can do it, I can. And that's just the mindset I had going into losing weight that got me to where I am today. But yeah, guys, life after weight loss, I will tell you one word to describe it: disaster. But it's still worthwhile. Like, it's not something that you're going to obviously be prepared for, since it's going to be your first time losing weight. But it does allow you to learn so much about yourself, so much about the world and how the real world actually operates. It is honestly just, yeah, it's interesting. And I think overall, would I still have done my journey if I knew what I know now? And I would say 1000% yes. Losing weight saved me. Losing weight was honestly the best thing I could ever have done for myself. And I'm just happy I'm now in the position where I can help other people who want to lose weight actually know they can do it. Because I know I definitely had a lot of negative thoughts about being weak and not being able to be the kind of person that could actually see it through. But I'm here now, and I'm 5 years into my journey. And even though I've not gotten to my goal weight, I've made so many strides that I honestly didn't think was possible for someone like me before. And I just want more people to know that they can too. But yeah, guys, that's life after weight loss. There is honestly probably still more I can talk about, but I think let me just start off my videos small and just see the response. If you guys have any types of questions or weight loss topics you'd like me to do videos on, please comment them below. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.